Good Thursday morning, East Tennessee. My name is David Aldridge, Chief Meteorologist of Captain Accurate Weather, coming to you by way of the Captain Accurate Weather Command Center. So happy that you're here. It's Thursday. Sometimes we call it almost Friday because it is almost the weekend and want to get you out the door without any problems or delays. We got a little bit of fog in some areas where you see some gray, particularly over the Smokies, perhaps up toward northeast Tennessee. There does appear to be some dense fog and white. But really, it's not too bad in the McGee-Tyson Airport area. They've got 10 miles reported, 1 mile visibility down in Athens and McMinn County. And if you're traveling this morning, you might encounter some fog around Sevierville. So it looks like Sevierville, even East Knox County, might have pockets of fog. But that's one of the great things about having you watching us live. You could give us a weather report if you've already made it to work and you've headed out the door, and you could give us some updates temperature-wise. We'd love to share it with the live stream audience. By the way, wind speeds aren't moving much, so we have an atmosphere, we have an environment that's favorable for fog development that could occur between now and sunrise. And the sun doesn't even come up now until, 7:51? It's like 9 minutes before 8 o'clock before the sun comes up. So that's something to take into account. 53 is our current temperature. I was expecting a low around 50. And that's where Sevierville is, and it's 50 in Wartburg. But we may cool another degree or two. Our friends in Oak Ridge, Clinton, 52. And we have official temperature there in Crossville at 53 degrees. If you're on the call, I want to say good morning to you. I want to check in with Karen Robbins. She's in Cumberland County. She calls it a chilly. Describes it as a chilly, 49 degrees up on the plateau. You can also call it Friday Eve. I like that too. I might have to borrow that from you, Karen. Thank you. Give you props. It is Friday Eve, y'all. Good morning, says Fred Wichbach. He's in Blount County in Maryville. He has 53 degrees. Great to see. He's got the sunshine, and he knows that's exactly what we're getting today. A sunny and pleasant day here on a Thursday. I want to say good morning to Danny. He says, go Vols. Sure hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for that update and also greeting. It's great to see you. And my friend Steve Stone is not on Facebook, but he's on YouTube, which I, of course, live stream there as well. On YouTube, he says a good morning, top of the morning to everybody with the sunshine and the happy face. So glad to have you all here. As I mentioned, it's around 50 for most. It's 48, though, in Athens, where the fog might be a little more noticeable. And in Madisonville, they're currently at 52 degrees here on a Thursday morning. It is the 24th of October. You'll notice we're still void of the clouds, but this is all going to change come Saturday, because I have an update. Ready? I have increased, he says, I've increased my chance of rain from Saturday was 20%. I've moved it to 30. Isn't that bold? That's a bold prediction. But 30% is better than no percent, right? You're saying we have a chance, and that chance of rain may go up to 20% by Friday night. So if you have Friday night plans and it starts sprinkling on you, don't be surprised. We're going to examine that more momentarily. But as far as the current radar, current satellite image, nothing to see here. We've got clear skies with some fog in spots. So here's my expectation today. Today's high should reach about 75 for Knoxville, but I do keep it cooler for Morristown at 72. That would include White Pine, Russellville, Talbot, about 72 degrees, and Dandridge, Newport, 73. Jefferson City about 74. I'm expecting highs in Kingston 76 and in Crossville at 74 degrees. Lots of sunshine today, beautiful. And clearly the warmer numbers on this map would be confined to the southern valley. That would include Athens, Nyota, Sweetwater, as well as Tellico Plains. About 77 degrees is my expectation. Got to tell you something I'm very proud of. We have a brand new weather update, app update for the Captain Accurate Weather app with Pete Michaels Traffic. I have been working on this, behind the scenes, quietly, with the help of our friends at Barron, but we've now updated the 7-day forecast. We now offer an extended 10-day forecast. What? 10 days? That's like crazy town. I know, you're welcome. Hey, by the way, 48 hours also. You get hour-by-hour data for 48 hours now. You get an improved satellite mapping if you update your app. This is an update to the existing app. But you're also getting power outages. Now you have access, post-hurricane, to know where the power outages are occurring. Gotta love that. And you get air quality alerts when they are issued. They'll come to the phone as well. Other bug fixes and performance improvements. So if you want to know what that looks like, here is a look at the county power outages, right? So if you look post-Helene, western North Carolina, the green area, that would represent about 10% chance. 10% part of the county has had power outages. That's what that would signify there on the legend at the top. They also can choose, if you so choose, on the data tab, the county power outages can be replaced with state power outages. Just toggle the button below it. and you'll get this type of map, which will show you just from a state view which states have power outages. So it's really kind of nice. It's a real convenient thing to have on the app, and I think it is well deserved. All those who have the free Captain AccuWeather weather app, you can just download it. And also fought to get the drought monitor. So now you have the drought monitor on the app as well. That comes out weekly, but you'll get an update later today, most likely, if you have the app. Would love to know what you think of it. And if you're using it, love to know how you're using it, because I always look for new improvements. This is version 6.9.1, and it is also on Google Play. So what I've been showing you is iOS or iPhone. I want to say good morning to you if you're on the call. Just say hi to you. I see Ed says good morning. He says, never thought I'd say this, but we need some rain. Yes, we do. The drought monitor puts some of the driest area west of I-75. You're right on target there, Ed. But thank you for that comment. And good morning to Marilyn Bell, who says, hope everyone is enjoying these beautiful days. Help those from Helene damage if you can. Absolutely. They're still suffering. Many areas are not back to 100%. I don't even think they're 50% in some communities. They're still struggling, but it is certainly a testament to the volunteer spirit that Tennessee is offering up. And we had some damage in our state too, but they're certainly working on roads and working around the clock here between North Carolina and Tennessee. And a good morning from Dawn. She says, good Thursday morning, David. I hope you have a fantastic day. Glad to have Dawn here as well. Love to see the smiling faces. See, there's the hint. If you use a headshot like Dawn has used there, you can see your face. Far better than maybe if it's far away. I just throw that out there. Anyway, let's keep moving. I also want to promote my winter weather outlook. Winter will be here before you know it. My winter weather outlook is a detailed, did I say detailed? I mean highly detailed video that I am in the process of producing. I'm up to over 30 graphics, and I'm just getting started. I've got a lot of information packed into this thing, and I'm going to be posting it in just a few short days. My premium members are aware of it, and I would love to invite you to join us. So if you'd like to know, in case you were flat-footed last winter, because in January we got a whopping 8.5 inches. And some of you say, I got more than that. I got like 10 or 11. I got 12. I heard it all. I had about a foot of snow, Aldridge, and it stayed on the ground for a long time. Well, that's funny, because my premium members, they knew that was a possibility. I was calling for 8 to 12 inches of snow at the end of October. So they had months of advance notice, and if that's on target, if I'm on target again this time around, wouldn't you want to know about it? That's all I'm throwing. Wouldn't you want to know about it? And it's only found on the premium side, which is only $4.99 a month or 16 cents a day. Would love to have you join us. By the way, our high temperature yesterday was 79 degrees. I got some notes here. You can see we've had some cool days in blue. Those are the below average, but we've been on a warming trend. Today we're going to cool it back down to 75. Say that, cool it down. The normal high and low is 69.45. The record high today, 84. Back when FDR was president, 1939. And then if you go back for the record low of 28, that's Woodrow Wilson era, 1917. Sun's up at 7:51, goes to bed at 6:48. And it is interesting to note, tomorrow, ready for this? Tomorrow's high should be around 80, and the record high is, the bar is not set very high. It's a low bar. 82 is the record high for Friday. So tomorrow, that goes back to George H. Bush, right? The senior, 1991. 82 is the record high for tomorrow. And we'll be close. I don't think we'll hit it. But for the fact that it is the coolest record high of the month, 82 for tomorrow, it'll be interesting to see how close we get. Do we get within a degree? Do we get within 2 degrees? I think we're certainly on track for around 80 on Friday. But that's the expectation, and that's where we are. Want to give you a hope that you're going to enjoy some of this time, whether it be a corn maze or a pumpkin patch. This is the fall season, and many of us look forward to it all year long. But maybe we're having some sunshine spoilage. Maybe we're getting like, I'm spoiled. Too much of a good thing. Sunny day normally would be like a delightful day, and some people are maybe sort of fatigued. Maybe sunshine fatigued. Who knows? But a little bit of rain, I think, would be good, and it will come in likely Friday night into Saturday. Ultimate Doppler radar not showing anything at all other than the butterfly, or we call it the ground clutter, around the radar. But the Ultimate Doppler radar presented by your local Marco's Pizza. If you're looking for some lunch plans, check out marcos.com. Talk about community. They give back to not only No Kid Hungry, but Marco's Pizza is actively giving back to East Tennessee Children's Hospital with purchases that you make at marcos.com. Hardin Valley, Farragut, Maryville, Fountain City, Halls, Oak Ridge, Middlebrook Pike, and Ebenezer Road. You might be hungry for a Pepperoni pizza. Oh, I could eat that some right now. If you like pizza for breakfast, I could eat it all the time. But the Pozzoli is a great lunch item for less than $6. You might want to check out my personal favorite is the pepperoni and sausage. But thank you for Marco's. They are a great sponsor for Captain Accurate Weather. Let's see if we can find some rain, can we? I mean, the whole state of Tennessee looks dry, and it is. There are some frost advisories in blue, parts of Colorado, and looks like Kansas and maybe Nebraska. But it's quiet across the Great Lakes, and wouldn't you know it, it's actually gotten quiet across the Gulf. There are no updates here from the Hurricane Center, so we're just kind of moving along. The end of the last day of hurricane season is, in fact, November 30th. That occurs June 1st to November 30th each and every year. So far, we've had only 0.02 of an inch of rain. Some of you might say, I don't believe it. When did we get that? We got that on the 13th of October. That was a Sunday. So that was quite some time ago. That would be 11 days ago since we've had any measurable rain. And that puts us squarely in the top driest Octobers ever. So far, we're in this number 2 spot. Number 2, the trace in 1963 and 2000 were, I guess you could say, is tied for the first place, where they might have had some drizzle. But 1904.07, could we finish in the 3rd spot? Maybe we add a little bit of rain on Saturday that would move us up 1 notch. But right now, historically, it is very dry. I wanted to show you some of the latest data coming in this morning. It's really having a hard time. Maybe could this be some fog? It's suggesting 0.01 in Newport or Greenville. There's no rain and there's no clouds. But even by the time we hit Saturday night, 9 o'clock, it looks like it's mainly in the foothills and Smokies. I think it's going to be in other locations. I think it'll be a little bit more expansive than this. This is just one particular solution. But I do anticipate a 30% chance of rain on Saturday with a 20% there on Friday night. So we'll keep and see. And again, it's not going to be anything that cures what ails us, but if you are looking for a few showers, the radar will be something to watch. Something else to watch would be the future smoke. When we have wildfires that are nearby or perhaps far away, they typically show up here. And this is not just at the surface, mind you. It's vertically integrated, so the smoke that's being presented here could be throughout the entire column of air. And it looks like it picks up a little bit with some nearby smoke. As the winds shift from the southwest by Friday, it may push some of that area smoke in our direction. So we'll keep an eye on that. But again, if you're super sensitive, that's something to watch. I mentioned the hurricane outlook looks quiet. They have nothing, no tropical storms or cyclones. Oops, I dropped my clicker. No tropical cyclones on the map at this particular time. Got a note from Lana Johnson. David, I wanted to ask, are we going to have a fall before winter? LOL. We'll have to wait and see, Lana. It's a very good question. I would invite you to join us on Premium if you're not there. I would love to have you there. Join us, and we kind of explore that each and every day. We get beyond the 7-day forecast. In fact, and now we get beyond the 10-day. We're doing about 2 weeks to 30 days most every day with some outlook and trend line of where things are headed. I got a note from Wanda Poe. She says, good morning, David. When you tell your winter weather outlook, I want to see if we have to get heavy coats out soon. That's a good question. We're going to explore that, temperature, snowfall expectation, and the months that you might want to expect it. Those are all going to be explored in the coming weeks, or coming days rather, for the outlook, but obviously weeks and months ahead. And a little note from Miranda Collins just wanting to say, good morning. Glad to see Miranda here as well. All right, it is now 6:53. My goal is to be done in 7 minutes or less. Don't see too many clouds here, so we can skip that map. The sun is up, as I indicated, at 7:51. You have to tap your foot. You have to tap your shoe and say, when's the sun going to come up? Well, about 9 minutes before 8. Man. And then, oh, did I tell you? We have another thing. The 10 days. We are simply 10 days away from Daylight Standard Time. So it's really that Saturday night, the 2nd of November, to about the 3rd, early wee hours of the November 3rd. We're going to change the clocks. Some people will rejoice because you get an extra hour on the weekend. It becomes the 49-hour weekend, November 2nd. When we play Kentucky, you'll get an extra hour sleep, but then people get all discombobulated because the sunrise-sunset time is all out of whack, and some people feel like their rhythm is off. That's just what happens when we change the clocks. And then there's always the argument, should we be doing this? Happens every season. Everybody feels like it shouldn't be changed. But I don't think you want the sun coming up practically 8:45 if you just leave it alone. Headlines, pleasant sunshine today, mostly sunny and warm on Friday. And I'm very clear and very distinct here that I did add a few rumbles of thunder. Do I expect thunderstorms to break out? No, 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 no. but a few showers with a rumble. But keep in mind, we're going to be near record highs on Friday. And so with temperatures in the around 80 on Friday night, we could get a rumble of thunder into Saturday. So if it occurs, so be it. But that's my expectation going into the weekend. It will be, again, super dry heading into Sunday and Monday. Temperatures right now, 53 in Knoxville. We have 54 in Chattanooga. And if you have travel plans taking you to Nashville, they're at 57. But much cooler in blue in Lexington, Kentucky. They're at 44 at this particular hour, while it's 61 in Atlanta. It is 6:55, just checking in. Right now, we have a current temperature of 53. We have no wind, and we've talked about the fog potential this morning. Some areas are dealing with that in patchy form here on a Thursday morning. Here's my Valley planner as you make lunch plans. Lunchtime should be around 67. One of the nice things I was talking about, the app now gives you 48 hours of a planner. So you can get an hour-by-hour forecast going out 48 hours, 2 days worth. That's a real sweet bonus that's now been added to the app. All you have to do is download it at the App Store, Google Play. But it will be a sunny day and a pleasant day, very beautiful day expected, no doubt. As far as our weather is concerned, I want to show you the precipitation chances. I left a 20% chance now for Friday night, and I think it spikes upward as this front approaches to 30% on Saturday. Could we get 0.05 of an inch? Maybe. Could we get less? Probably. Most of us will get less than 0.05 of an inch, but it's still some rain. Possibility is still there. I have a 0 chance for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and of course Wednesday. But there is going to be some severe weather today, maybe just a few states away. I'm looking at the dark green, number 1, level 1. Isolated severe storms possible and limited in duration. That would be what's the legend from the Storm Prediction Center, and that's the area you see in green. That's up toward Missouri, certainly Kansas City and Des Moines and Davenport will have some potential severe storms there today, isolated as it may be. We could include Omaha, Nebraska as well. Clearly you come back home and there's nothing going on here, as we're going to continue to bask in the sunshine and the free vitamin D for everybody. By Friday, the Storm Prediction Center has expanded the green area. That's general thunderstorms from Arkansas to Kentucky to Ohio. But it's curious, for me, that they decided not to cover East Tennessee on Saturday. They left nothing, in fact, on Saturday, just some light rain potentially, but they have not chosen at this stage to add any thunder. I think, again, rumbles of thunder, I think, will be possible as some of that energy will work its way southeastward, and we'll be watching at least the need for an umbrella for a brief time in spots on Saturday. All right, as far as the future cast, what's going to happen is this big area of high pressure over Ohio will center itself over Lake Erie by 5 o'clock today. Then we have an approaching front from Kansas City to St. Louis. It's dragging its heels, but it's producing a few showers around Louisville and into Lexington, Kentucky by tomorrow afternoon. Once we move into Friday night, you can see there's a front that's coming by and that may produce a few specks of rain. There might be some raindrops on your windshield if it's exposed to the elements first thing Saturday morning. And then I think there is the potential for a few more showers. Depending on how slow this front leaves south and east, I think we're going to have the potential for a few areas to say, yeah, I got some rain, but it wasn't enough. That's going to be the theme. It wasn't enough, but I got a few showers, at least on the radar. So for today, it's now 6:58. 75 is my expectation today. It's going to be a sunny day and pleasant. Winds are going to be picking up out of the northeast, 3 to 8 plus. The plus is primarily for the afternoon, but I think you're going to love the sunshine if you are a fan. Keep in mind, if you just bought a brand new pair of sunglasses, I know that you're getting quite a bit of mileage out of them already. 75 is my expectation for Oak Ridge. High temperature today in Kingston, Rockwood. 76 and 73 for Wartburg, Sunbright, Oneida only 70. La Follette should be around 72, as would be Morristown. Morristown I have at 72 degrees, 77 for Tellico Plains. Clearly it's going to be hotter, and I do say hotter for this time of year, in the 80s south and west. Tupelo, 87. Can you imagine? 87 for Tupelo, Mississippi. 84 for Memphis if you're traveling to Atlanta, 82. And if you're traveling toward Lexington or Charleston, West Virginia, they'll be in the mid to upper 60s. Can you imagine? A little cooler, maybe considerably cooler, areas farther north, no doubt. Got another note from Janet Potts, a weather update since we're on temperatures here. She said, you just answered my question. She said 50 degrees in Talbot, Do you think there will be a shower on Saturday? Yeah, we've covered that. And then you quick to point out in your second comment, you just answered my question. Thank you, David. Yeah, try to be forward thinking. But thank you, Janet, for being here. It really means a lot when we get these weather updates. I love that because it adds some value to watching it, indeed. But 81 for a high in Chattanooga today. 11 degrees cooler. Yes, Tri-Cities. Tri-Cities about 70 for a high temperature here on a Thursday. It is now 7 o'clock straight up. Here is your forecast for tonight, 44. It's going to be clear, no surprise. It's going to be a bit cooler because we were around 50 tonight, this morning. But we'll be about 6 degrees cooler first thing tomorrow morning with some patches of fog redeveloping in different spots. 42 in Morristown for a low, 46 for Morristown. And if you're in Maryville, Wares Valley, or even Alcoa, expect mid-40s, about 46 for Maryville, 49 for Sevierville and Pigeon Forge. Here's your Captain Accurate Weather Authority forecast for Knoxville and East Tennessee. We can label today as pleasant. We can label tomorrow as near record warmth, because the record high tomorrow is, in fact, 82 from 1991. Don't think we'll hit it, but I just pointed out for context. 30% chance of rain Saturday. We could throw that 20% in there for Friday night. But a few rumbles of thunder may be possible, in my view. A bit cooler on Sunday, probably the coolest day of the next 7, no doubt, as many of us will be in the upper 60s, low 70s for highs on Sunday. Beautiful day, just a few scattered clouds, and then it's brighter and warmer going into Tuesday, Wednesday, and of course Wednesday is the day before Halloween. I will have your Halloween spooky forecast. I'm forecasting candy. I think candy will be found somewhere in the area on Thursday. That is next Thursday. That's Halloween. So that's your forecast expectation. By the way, if you haven't checked out my YouTube channel, it's very easy to find. If you like to prefer that platform to get my weather information, go to youtube.com/@Captain Accurate. Love to have you subscribe to that channel. That's a free item. It doesn't cost you to subscribe to the channel, and you can get updates there as well. I mentioned my app has come full circle with a brand new update that came out yesterday. Not only do you get all the National Weather Service alerts, but now you're going to get air quality alerts. All right. Woo, I love that. And then you get 3 extra alerts from Barron, plus lightning alerts, plus power outages. Did I mention drought monitor? Got it all there, my friend. And I hope you'll download it. And especially with Pete Michaels Traffic, it stays local. You've got traffic in your future. He's the one to listen to, and he's easily accessible on the app. My winter weather outlook comes in out in a few short days. Would love to have you join us. It's real easy. Just hit the subscribe button at the top of my Facebook post. It is a premium product. It's been around. I had it out last year. I put a lot of work into it, and that's why it's on the pay site. But first, to see my snow forecast, the URL, if you're looking for it, is facebook.com/become-supporter/Aldrich Weather. By hitting the subscribe button at the top of my Facebook page, it gets you there a little bit quicker. But that's just one of the cool benefits. You're the first to see every forecast, usually at least 30 minutes to an hour before everybody sees it, because I post it there first before I put it on the app. Our focus is beyond the next 7 days. We focus on 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks into the future. So a lot of my premium members are fully aware of what to expect, so they're not caught off guard. More Facebook Lives, typically on a Sunday, to help them plan for the week ahead, and you get fewer ads if you are a premium member. Now we're in our 2-year anniversary. As we approach Halloween, we've been doing this for 2 solid years. I've got some premium members have been with me the whole time, and I got some premium members who wish they had been with me the whole time, but they're with me now. And I'm very grateful for each and every one of them, that is for sure. And love to have you join us anytime you want to sample us. Well, my name is David Aldrich. Some people call me Captain Accurate. It's not easy being accurate, so weather doesn't surprise you. We'll see you here next time. Take care.